Hello, how are you today?
I'm good. Rico's not doing so good though today.
Oh no, what's wrong?
So he just started weaning off of his mom, and he can't seem to keep his solid food down. He just keeps vomiting.
Oh, okay. Well, I would like to go ahead and do some genetic testing and test for a disease called CIM.
What is CIM?
CIM is congenital idiopathic megaesophagus, and what we'll actually do is a genome-wide scan to see if he has the genes for that disease. I would also like to do some radiographs to kind of help prove that diagnosis.
How accurate is the genetic testing?
Yeah, so the genetic testing on its own is about 75% accurate, but compared with the radiographs, it can be up to 100% accurate.
Okay.
So the most common dogs that get this disease are Dachshunds, German Shepherds, Great Danes, Schnauzers, those kind of dogs. So I'll go ahead and take Rico, and we'll go get these tests run, and then I'll give you a call in a few days.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
For this graph, we are looking at genome-wide association results for congenital idiopathic megaesophagus, which is also known as CIM, and German Shepherd dogs. Using this Manhattan plot of results from genomic-wide association study for CIM, we can see the affected and non-affected female and male German Shepherds. Each dot represents how many times the mutation occurred on the long arm of each chromosome, in which chromosome 12 was the most affected in this study. Chromosome 12 shows us the mutation that affects gene protein sequencing within the dog, and this mutation is called MCHR2.
In chromosome 12, we find the melanin concentrating hormone receptor 2, also known as MCHR2. The orange and the green are the regular makeup of the protein MCH. The blue and orange represent the mutation which, once on the MCH protein, it creates the MCHR2. This mutation within the receptor, which causes CIM, expresses swallowing function in male puppies, causing the problem in the GI tract and swallowing.
When we go deeper into MCHR2, we notice that the mutation is part of the base pairing of the allele. They are repeated right next to each other, so the mutation is purple on the popsicle stick, while the typical base pair is red. Thus, when they are translated to amino sequences, it proceeds via the DNA sequencing to produce the chromosomes, where the chromosomes replicate and the mutation duplicates and divides into two daughter cells by mitosis.
Alrighty, so here is our pedigree tree. The empty squares are unaffected males. Affected males have a red puffball. Carrier females have a red puffball in a circle, and non-carrier females are an empty circle. Now, note that females cannot be affected because if they do end up with the mutation, the large amount of estrogen we produce masks the effects of the mutation. So here we have a carrier female and a unaffected male. However, if those two have a son, then it becomes an affected male. And then if that affected male mates with a non-carrier female, they can still produce a carrier female. Now, on this side, it's pretty obvious, but if you have a carrier female mate with an affected male, both genders, the female and the male, will both, the female will be a carrier and the male will be affected.
So it turns out that Rico does have megaesophagus. This is a disease that puppies can get at a young age while they're developing. It's a genetic disease. So if you think about the anatomy of a dog, they are horizontal and their esophagus is horizontal. So they don't have gravity helping food move down like we do since we're vertical.
Okay.
So here's a picture of Rico's radiograph. So you can see here is his esophagus and see how large it is going into his stomach. And then here is a picture of a normal dog that doesn't have that large esophagus.
There's like a big thing over here on him, huh?
So yeah, unfortunately he does have it, but it's okay. We have treatments available to help him with this disease.
So how does it work where he would be able to keep the food down if it just keeps coming back up?
Yeah, so he'll have to sit in a chair that
Okay.
is specially designed for this. And I can show you a little bit later how to use the chair and go into more details about that.
Okay, all right.
Here, Rico. So this is a Bailey chair, and dogs with CIM have to eat in this chair since they don't have gravity working in their favor. This way the food can just go down their esophagus via gravity.
Oh, okay. And is he always going to have to be in this chair for the rest of his life?
So dogs with CIM can outgrow it with management such as this chair, certain small diets of liquid food, and also some medications can help them as well.
Okay, so then he won't have this for the rest of his life, but there's a chance?
There's a chance that he may, but he could outgrow it.
Okay.